I think it's the other way around. People keep on pushing my buttons.
Mm, we're
Hmm.
the problem. Okay. Got
Yep. Yep.
gotcha.
Everybody's problem. Everybody's pushing
Yep.
my buttons. Alright, it's Fright Night with Precious Fee. We are going to be talking about the supernatural possession horror uh, movie, Bring Her Back. So somebody's already asking about Scream 7. Somebody's already saying Scream 7 was horrible. Uh
Ooh,
oh. Uh oh. They're poking at you, Presto.
yeah. So yeah, intros. Hi everyone. I also saw Scream 7 yesterday. See it for yourself. Scream is my favorite franchise, so uh, I love it. This one for me ranks probably in the middle. Like there's seven of them, probably ranks in the middle somewhere. Uh, so it wasn't bad. It had its moments. It wasn't great. It looks like all the reviews you read online are basically like this was sucked so bad, and then the other half are like this was the best one yet. So go for yourself, make your own opinion. I don't want to say anything that could like give anything away. Um, but yeah, I enjoyed it up until towards the end. Uh, it was just it was a fun movie. It was good to see Nev Campbell back, obviously. Um, yeah, I don't want to talk about it because I'll say something I don't want to say, but yeah, it's very mixed reviews, I guess you can say, with this movie, and it's no secret. It's already on the internet that there's an eighth one that got greenlit already. So whether that's with Sydney or not, it's greenlit. So you're gonna get a Scream 8. So if you didn't like 7, you're most likely gonna see 8, and you're probably gonna complain about that one, or you're gonna enjoy it and it'll make up for it. So, but it was the original writer director, which was awesome. Yeah, everyone knows like Matthew Lillard was in this one, Roman, who was the killer in the third one, and David Arquette Dewey. So,
Spoilers.
oh
Things.
yeah, oh spoilers. So
That's
it was fun to see how they would incorporate them in the movie, considering in the movies they were in, they died. So yeah, that's my little bit about Scream. So Scream 7, go see it, make your own opinion. Maybe you could get a popcorn bucket or something while you're there. They're fucking sick and badass and huge. So right now I have 4 buckets of popcorn here because I got popcorn bucket. So the wife has a lot of popcorn for the next couple days. So yeah,
Fuzzy should have put
welcome.
Fuzzy should have put an order in for that popcorn. Um. So do you think the Scream series is trying to go for the longest running? I mean, they do have to compete with what? Let's see, Puppet Master, Friday the 13th, Halloween, and yeah.
It's hard.
So
It's so I don't know if they're like trying to actively go like we got to make this many to beat this and be the best or whatever. Scream just feels different to me because Michael Myers, Freddy Krueger, Jason, like it's all the same character. Scream slash Ghostface. It's a character, but it's a different person every time. So it almost feels like you can't compare the two franchises or compare it against other franchises, but that's just me. Um, Even if this one was the worst one ever, the numbers at the box office prove that people are still going to pay to see it. So they'll buy a ticket to the next one. So it wasn't like horrible where it was like, oh man, they're just trying to break this record to like have the most movies in the franchise out of all the horror ones by any means. So I just hope I hope any franchise knows when enough is enough. And, they don't just keep pumping them out or reinventing them. Like even Halloween. You have the first Halloween where you're like, Jamie Lee Curtis and Michael Myers, their brother and sister. So like you kind of just think that the whole time. And then when they did the remake in 2018, you find out they're not brother and sister. So you have half the people are like, that's so dumb. Like the whole time they're brother and sister, now they're not. Then the other half are like, oh, that's so creepy because now he's just like fixated on this girl and they're not even related. So, now they introduced Sydney's daughter, Tatum, and they probably could go for another 30 years if they want to do it with her daughter instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, Courtney Cox, she's starting to look her age. And she had a lot of work done. I think she's trying to go natural now. So I think while it's trying to balance itself out, it's giving you a little like, ooh, you can maybe be the killer vibes. Or at least you're scary. But you should put on the ghost face mask.
I mean, even if she starts trying to do it now, going more natural, like her face is going to look 60 and her boobs are still going to look 27. So
yeah, but there are articles where she has said that if she had
went a little heavy with the plastic surgery.
Yeah, she said she wouldn't have done it again if she was given, if she had insight.
Well, too bad. She doesn't have the opportunity.
Too late, You got Hollywood now.
She done fucked up.
Yeah, she did.
Well, I mean, I get it, to be fair, right? Because I ended up getting ass implants, and it's like it's weird to have something like that while the rest of you ages.
But they healed nicely, so like
they did heal nicely, and to be fair, I wear a pair of pants like a damn champ, so it's good.
And you told me they are ready for a pounding again. So
well, yeah, I showed you the pictures of those things, dude.
I was jealous.
For days.
If I lived in Utah, I would have hit that doctor up.
Oh yeah, man.
So rub it in again, dick.
I'm thinking about making another OnlyFans channel so it can be only ass, and it'll just be ass pics. But I'm still a little bit self-conscious.
So Fuzzy, how are you doing? You keep on going in and out.
That's what she said.
No, just having a weird issue with StreamYard for whatever reason. Me and Silent's pictures aren't showing, so I don't know if it's a connection thing or what. But I'm doing fine. Just listening while I try to disconnect, reconnect. It doesn't seem to fix anything, but hopefully everybody can hear me and I'm not like botting. But sorry, Silent, you go ahead and continue about your enhancements.
Oh no, that was I was just saying, instead of only having an OnlyFans feet pic page, I could also open one up and have an OnlyFans ass page too. Because ever since I got the ass implants about a year ago, I've definitely noticed a performance factor, and I will say that it definitely makes a workday better, because like you got that extra cushioning. You don't even have to get yourself like one of those butt pads or anything. So it's pretty sweet.
Awesome.
But anyway,
awesome. Yeah.
But anyways, no, I've it's been a week. It's the weekend, thank goodness. I've been working for the weekend and very happy that it's here. I'm looking forward to sleep and just being mindless for a couple days. Been playing some more Arc Raiders. They actually just added some new stuff. I think it was on Tuesday. And so now they got some new character models. They have a new like weather condition on one of the maps, or on all the maps. And unfortunately, they don't have trials active, I think, until the weekend. Yes. Yeah. So Louis, XBI podcast in the chat mentions Marathon, of which I did get to tinker around with that for a second earlier, and not my personal thing. I, as I said on Twitter, not my game. I'll be back to Arc Raiders. Just, some things don't get you, and I thought it might just be me because I feel like I've heard a lot of people out there trying to give it credit and be like, well, give it a shot. Well, I gave it a shot. And I can safely say that I would rather be playing Arc Raiders. So, still obviously they've got their server slam thing that's going on right now, which is how I was able to access it. Try it, see what you think, and vote with your wallet accordingly. If you like it, awesome. Hopefully your experience is different than mine. But besides that, I discovered that somehow I had messed up at one point in time, and my wife never ended up seeing Scream 4, 5, or 6. So we started working on correcting that last night, and we started watching number 4. And so far, I think she's enjoying it. It's fun to go back and have them watch, or have her watch like these ones when I know what's going to happen and she has no clue. So it's nice because like my daughter loves the Scream movies. She's watched them a bunch. My wife's not much of a horror movie fan, and so it's fun to sit back down and watch with someone who's not touched that series for years. So pretty stoked about that. Besides that, obviously watched this movie and trying to catch up on some other movies where I can. But yeah, that's been about it for me. Yeah. Fuzzy, besides going in and out, quote unquote.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we also got somebody calling him out. Apparently, Wonder Ferocious runs a UV light in that room. She might find something from him watching movies in that room. Why are you calling you out?
Well, isn't that what they always say on like CSI is like they can always catch the killer because
they leave a
bodily
trail
fluids,
some evidence, some DNA here and there.
Yeah. DNA splattered everywhere. Yeah, okay. Starts looking like a damn Jackson Pollock painting.
Wait, you know what's funny though is that since I'm a science teacher, I actually have a UV light.
Actually, so okay, chat and obviously for you guys on the panel, yeah, if you don't have a UV light around the house, I would both encourage you to get one and also don't. So very quick story, but D-Brand has a whole bunch of console skins. And so I grabbed a Series S console skin for the one upstairs, and it came with a UV light because it's UV reactive. And my son took the UV light and brought it to his room and was like shining on the ceilings and the wall and stuff. And all of a sudden it becomes very clear that your room is like your house in general is fucking filthy. And so all of a sudden you're like, I want to clean all the things. And the thing is like, it wasn't from him. It's obviously been a thing where like this just has not been cleaned for a while, or not cleaned as well as it could have. Because you start looking at touch points, like you look at the switch, like the light switch panel. You look at like the closet door. You look at the baseboards to the side, like where the pets have clearly rubbed up against and stuff like that. And you just see marks that you're like, I don't know how that happened, but now I feel physically ill and I need to go get a cleaner and clean this area. And it kills me too, because like during daylight, when you're looking at some of these things, you're like, damn, my walls look freaking awesome. But then when the lights go off and you turn that UV light on it, you are in for a rude awakening, because that shit harbors stains and bacteria and whatever in a way that you would never know. It's disgusting.
Cool. Let me go burn my house down.
Yeah, basically. No, you seriously, like as soon as you do it and you start looking around a room, and you see any marks at all, it doesn't matter how meticulously clean you are. When you find those marks, you suddenly feel uncomfortable and you feel like you just need to get out of the room. It's gross. So yeah, do that, but don't do it. But do it for sure. Fuzzy, what's up?
Well, there won't be any DNA from what I guess people might think in this room, just because. Yeah, I don't like sticky electronics, nor do I want to, I guess you could say the word christen items in the room. Yeah, that's not happening in this room. No,
you've got a J rag.
No. Anyway, what I've been up to.
I'm just like, you need to read chat because they still calling you out. But I'm gonna say this, and Fuzzy's gonna get mad at me, but I have no fear of the women in Housemaid. Fuzzy has a particular body type, and neither one of them women had it. So I have no fear, guys.
I have a fear of the women in Housemaid only because I'm afraid of what could happen.
No substances in this room, but for the most part, just been playing some video games, and I got a video game that's a bit of a horror video game. I don't know if anybody in the audience might be, looking to play this as well. It's Resident Evil Requiem. It's their latest release. If you're into the horror genre as far as gaming is concerned, it is well worth the pickup. Still early on, but the visuals are, right on point as far as Capcom is definitely delivering movie quality type stuff, and the atmosphere as far as, at least on the slow part, haven't made it to the other character, but the first character, yeah, you're on that limited supply, peeking around every corner, hearing bumps and noises in other rooms or things moving that you gotta, dodge or hide or avoid, kind of thing. So it's well worth the pickup. If you're a fan of the Resident Evil games, definitely get it. If you're a fan of the most recent Resident Evil movie that was for like Raccoon City, definitely pick this up as well. Even though it's not going to be in the same area, it gives you a lot of the same similar types of vibes for certain areas. So encourage everybody to check it out if you can. Other than that, been off and on social media because, like Cypher made mention earlier, there's a game called Marathon. I've tried it out a little bit. I'm gonna give it an honest go again in like a group. Just been doing that preliminary extraction and redoing it so I can get used to the menu items, because I would say, at least in my honest opinion, the one thing I'm not catching on like I would hope I would is the purpose of some of these items, or if they're even worth picking up. They have like values on them to some extent, but yeah, I refuse to pick up what I would consider junk, and it's not as clear as far as when it comes to junk versus something that you can use for one of your weapons or an upgrade later for one of your modifications or something along those lines. So I'll give it some more of good college effort, I guess you could say, but it's not shaping up to be what I hoped. The little bit I've played of Arc Raiders and its like test run type of thing was fine. Kind of expected that they were going to, ambush you and stuff, but all in all, you can understand the stuff you're picking up, waypoints, enemies or hostiles versus, friendly type of deal. But as far as my all-time favorite extraction shooter is still going to be The Division. But so I don't make this a gaming podcast. Let's get over to Fee, find out what she's been up to for the week so we can, get back to this movie. So what have you been up to, Fee?
Yeah, I was wondering if this was a gaming podcast. I thought it was on the wrong podcast. Anyway, yeah, I've been doing things that I don't want to do. So yeah, that's pretty much that's everybody's job, right? Well, no, that's not true because I have been advocating and secretly advocating for students. Yes. We'll say it's secret advocating. That's a nice way of saying it. So yeah. That's basically what I've done all week. I don't really get to do fun stuff like Fuzzy and Cypher and Presto. Yeah, boring job. Anyway.
You make it sound like I'm having a fucking day in Shangri-La over here. God bless you.
Nobody wants to hear about my job. Let's put it that way. But yeah, we are. I did get some advance tickets for Ready or Not 2, and we were kind of planning on since Ready or Not 2 is coming out on the 20th, and we have the advance tickets, so we're probably gonna do on the 20th the first Ready or Not, and then kind of, I guess, kind of give you the temperament of whether you want to see it in theaters or if you want to see it, just want to wait for it to come out on stream or whatever. So, anybody available for March 20th besides me and Fuzzy?
We'll see.
I'm not 100% sure. I know I'm not going to be around for the 13th. Sorry.
Yeah. So, yeah, during the winter, everything is cool because everybody's indoors because it's so cold outside. But then everything starts picking up around March, right?
Well, that's when the what do you call them, the horror cons and stuff like that start up. So
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, like, I wasn't expecting this necessarily. The fact that I wouldn't be able to join you guys for that day, so we'll see. But the 20th might be doable.
Okay. So wasn't Ready or Not the one with the hot cheerleaders facing each other?
No. I don't know which one that one is.
I mean, that sounds nice, but no, that.
Well, God. The one I think this one is the one that she was also in, and that was the babysitter.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't hot cheerleader; it was like a clique or whatever. With one of them was the cheerleader. I don't know about any other movies with. There was a cheerleader movie where the cheerleaders, or maybe it was a sports team or whatever, were being attacked by monsters or something like that. There was one like that.
Jeepers Creepers 2? I mean, that was a football team and the cheerleaders.
There you go. That one too. So, what's this one? Oh, somebody got a new Razer keyboard and gaming mouse. Nice. You guys should be excited about that.
Oh, that's nice.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I can definitely appreciate some new hardware. I actually just got a Still series. I think it was one of the top of the line ones that they offered for the keyboard side. And then I actually just upgraded to a MX Master 4 from Logitech for my mouse. And the mouse is kind of cool because it's got haptic. So, like, it's got feedback in it, which is pretty badass. I didn't think it would be necessary, but it actually has, like, a button configuration on it where when you click it, it brings up this, like, it brings up a prompt and you've got, like, all these options, and it's all impacted by the haptic feedback, which is kind of neat.
That's not even Bring It On isn't even a horror movie.
It is depending on who you ask.
I mean the acting in that, you could definitely vouch for saying it's a horror movie.
Anyway, so Ready or Not 2 is going to be where her sister is, I guess, in the same situation, and she's trying to save her sister or whatever. So I don't know. Put the survivor back in, right? Into the same chaotic situation, right? That's kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
So let's see if it has the same kind of route as most, second in the series movies, or if it's one of those unique ones that is on par or even better. So I still say Hostel 2 is better than Hostel 1, but that's just my opinion.
Okay.
I guess nobody's not gonna argue that one.
I don't fuck with the Hostels, so none of them are good to me.
None of them? Seriously?
I saw the first one and maybe I don't know, the girl getting her eyeball burned with pus coming out of it, and just those aren't feel good movies, So
Neither is Scream.
Yes, it is.
How is it a feel good movie?
Are you seriously?
It gets your blood pumping. It gets your blood pumping. The characters are actually enjoyable to watch. Like, it's got some good jumps here and there. It's enjoyable to watch. Versus Hostel is torture porn.
But minus the porn.
Okay,
yeah, minus the porn. Yeah, anything you're seeing, you're not seeing in a positive light. It's all gross.
I know, but it's tame.
It's like Terrifier.
It's tame.
No, I still think Hostel's worse.
No, it's more romanticized. I think Eli Roth romanticized it a little bit more than what you would see in actual torture porn. I mean, the Serbian film is torture porn.
I think Eli Roth is kind of a fucking creep. That shit is gross. Like, I haven't even watched through those movies completely, but what I saw and what I've heard, definitely enough to make me say, yeah, maybe not.
I mean, when you meet Eli Roth,
and you look into his soulless looking eyes.
Anyway, he's actually nice and stuff like that, but he's kind of, I want to say he's like that go-getter type person. It's like, I have a vision and I'm going to go after it. That was kind of like my impression of him when I met him. Now, who's the guy that did Maxine and Pearl?
Ty West.
Ty West. Now, Ty West, he's more kind of laid back. He's really nice. He's just kind of laid back, and he's just, I want to say, kind of like just a regular guy, just like a regular person.
Eli Roth isn't a guy?
Well, no, I'm just saying
he's not a regular person.
But he's just like that everyday person that, his presence isn't like, oh, well, I'm just going to talk business, or I'm going to be the funny guy, or whatever. No, he's just like, if you didn't know who he was, you would just think you were talking to somebody that just had a normal job. Wasn't even in filmmaking. He doesn't come off, like he's always thinking about a project. Eli Roth kind of gives that impression. I'm always looking at something.
Well, he was on a podcast where he was almost talking about his own, almost starting his own studio where you could buy stock in his studio and almost own part of movies coming out. And I think Ice Cream Man was going to be like the first one where you could have bought stock in it and stuff. So
is that a remake?
I believe so. The guy hustles though. You gotta respect that. He Eli Roth is kind of everywhere. He does some television shows and
but Ty West is more like, I asked him, I was like, how do you, get somebody to buy into basically, your script, your, project and everything like that. And it sounded like he's the type of guy that would sit there with somebody for hours or meet with them over a series of days to basically convince them of why they should buy into him, rather than Eli Roth, who I gave the same question to, and he's like, you just gotta kind of pester him, kind of thing. Just keep on asking, whole bunch of people. Eventually, you get a yes, kind of situation. So just two different mind frames. Both were nice to me and everything, but their viewpoints are totally different. What is this? Who's saying something about Philly?
Do what now?
Who's saying something about Philly? What you saying about Philly? It's my hometown. I hear Philadelphia.
When you say off.
Yeah, you tell him, Presto. We're gonna talk about Philly. That's my hometown. I was born and raised in Philly.
Just don't start singing the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air song.
Yeah, please no. Please. I beg of you. I've been through some shit this week. Please don't do that to me.
No, I'm not an Eagles fan or anything like that. I'm not a sports fan of any kind. So, but I know where to get the best cheesesteaks. It's a good pizza, even though Fuzzy thinks New York is still better. Not
on cheesesteaks. New York is definitely better on pizza. There is no argument on that one.
So I'm just gonna say this. No, West Virginia does not have the best cheesesteak. My aunt actually lived. She had a horse farm in West Virginia, so we would go visit. No, they do not have the best cheesesteaks. I'm sorry to tell you this. And Texas, you go to Texas and ask for a cheesesteak, they're going to give you a regular steak with cheese on it, on bread.
That's I'll give Texas on barbecue or like smoked. What is that? Pulled pork or something like, not pulled pork,
brisket.
But brisket, yeah. But there's some good places here in PA that are pretty close because they've kind of copied that same technique, but no one's really touching cheesesteaks. West Virginia, sorry to say, I'm trying to think what we had out there that was somewhat decent.
Teeth.
No. I would say for like I wouldn't say it's a main thing, but what is it? That chicken fried steak or something like that?
Yeah.
Like I think that's one of their known things. But I mean,
we got Cracker Barrel for that.
No, you gotta try it. Like out there, that's what's good, or at least different from what we get in Philly. But as far as for us out in Philly, I mean, we're always going to say we have the best cheesesteaks. Maybe it's part of that Schuylkill water that, seasons the bread or the mixture of the salt from the water that helps the bread. But it's like when you can take like chunks of cheese or take chunks of steak and smash it on a grill, like smash it flat, not quite steak them flat, but like smash it flat. And then the cheese, like I always say this, if you see cheese on a cheesesteak, it's done wrong. It should already be melted into the steak along with the onions. But that's just my personal take on it. Like the only thing you should see is the steak, taste the cheese. You can taste the sweetness of the onions. If you want to go the hot pepper route, by all means do that. And just, maybe ketchup on it. Well, that's my, New York taste in Philly.
All right. Before we have cheesesteak wars. Not good.
Hey, you know what's really good is those frozen cheesesteaks I can get at work.
Go for it, bud.
Oh, the steakum.
No. It's not as shitty as steakums. It was Rayburn's.
Yeah.
And Yeah, and that is like, when you mention the cheese to meat ratio and like the appearance of it and stuff, they do that well. The thing, like, that's the only thing that it does well is like it's literally the times I've had those is the times when like I wake up in the morning and I'm like, ooh, I have a little bit of a hangover. It's time to get something greasy in my stomach so that way I can try and shake this sucker off.
Yeah.
That's when I eat those bad boys. Otherwise, nah, not so much.
Yeah, those are probably better dipped in like a sauce, almost like
yeah,
not the sliders, but there's
dude. If you hadn't like a good au jus or something, that would be perfect for that. Yeah. Now we've turned into the food podcast.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure out this one. I ordered a cheeseburger with no cheese at a restaurant.
Yeah, my daughter does that same shit.
I mean,
hamburger at that point. I just call that a hamburger.
Yeah. Let me get a cheeseburger without the cheese. Could you put the cheese on the side? I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? What is it? But to be fair, she's the one where like I'll make Kraft mac and cheese every now and then, not often, but occasionally, you need the blue box, right? And I'll make it and she'll be like, hey, can you make that? But can you scoop out my mac and cheese right after or before you put in the butter and milk? And I'm like, okay. And so I'll do it. And then she comes in. She's like, oh, thanks. And she's like working on stuff. And all of a sudden I'll look over and she's fucking grating cheese into her mac and cheese. I'm like, oh, so it's just because you're too prissy for the freaking blue box. I get it. And it's literally, oh God, it hurts my soul every time I see it. Because like that was my childhood. It was like shitty tuna fish sandwiches, tuna with mac and cheese, stuff like that. And she's like, no, could you put the cheese to the side? Fuck. It causes the rage monkeys to come out, I swear. Oh,
some Utah shit.
Yeah. Now, with me being lactose intolerant, I should not be eating cheese, but
ice cream.
Or ice cream. But I use it as a dual purpose kind of thing. Ice cream anyway, or milkshakes and things like that, they taste great and they help flush the pipes. So it works.
Anyway, so I'm going to throw this out here. It is 6:44 and we have only said the title.
Well, that's good. That means we gotta jump into this sucker hard. Pause.
And Presto didn't complain once.
That's because he's on mute. He's probably like, what the fuck is this? What are we doing? Why? Oh my God.
I'm ordering one right now.
Oh, the cheese clears your pipes. This is clearing my pipes and driving me fucking nuts.
Listen, there's just certain things you don't fuck with, and Philly, PA is known for cheesesteaks. Like, people think they have cheesesteaks in other states. They do.
That's why,
and that's fine. But don't call it a Philly cheesesteak.
That's why he's quiet. It's because he's pissed.
Well, here, I think Fuzz is on my side, and then all of a sudden, he's talking about putting ketchup and stuff on this thing.
It's only because I gotta cut back on the hot peppers.
Dude, ketchup is so good on
I'm a New Yorker that's transplanted to Philly, so the ketchup is like it is what it is. But then there's the hot pepper moments as well. But I can't do that as much these days because heartburn and whatnot. So
literally, he will just get a cheesesteak with ketchup on it. That's it. Sometimes he'll get hot peppers. Sometimes he'll get fried onions and ketchup with his cheesesteak. But
ketchup is so good on a cheesesteak.
Yeah.
You know what? You fuckers can go the fuck out of here.
You know what?
The reason why I have to order mine that way is because if Fee is getting the cheesesteak from the same place, she does the extra cheese
Well, I didn't do it last time.
Normally you do the extra cheese, and that's where I because they wind up putting too much cheese. Even on mine, it's like I don't know.
No, but
once again, I'm a New Yorker transplanted to Philly.
Yeah.
I'm also a Tony Luke's fan as far as their cheesesteaks. And then there was this is going to sound funny. The meat market in Westchester is probably one of the better cheesesteaks in the outside of Philly area. But Tony Luke's is my favorite over Pat's and Geno's. Pat's and Geno's is kind of like if you're the outsider and you want to try a cheesesteak, go to them. Although I think I like Pat's better because they're the one with the cheese whiz. But Tony Luke's is more like what I expect as far as a cheesesteak. And they have great pulled pork with broccoli rabe, or the chicken parm, or any number of their sandwiches are pretty damn good. So
I'm telling you,
Tony Luke's.
Miracle is really trying to push it. He's like, Philly cheesesteaks are nasty. West Virginia does it better. And look what he says. He says we use steak-um and sliced cheese on a hot dog bun.
Yeah.
That is not a cheesesteak.
No. And I mean, out here we call it grinder, but if you want to call it a meat market, that's fine too.
No, the actual store is called Meat Market.
There's a movie called that.
I know. It's the Westchester place it's a grocery store and a deli. And they do like lunch service for like cheesesteaks, hoagies, hot dogs, burgers, fries. If you ever come to Westchester, which is just outside of Philly, check it out.
You just stop giving these gems away. Let them go to Pat's and Geno's and think that's a cheesesteak. We'll go to the other places where we know they're good.
Well,
Presto Soul is dying right now.
Well, all right, so let me tell you about Tony Luke's that some people don't know. Okay,
it's garbage.
Okay, so Tony Luke's was originally a father and two sons. Okay, so now there are two locations, but they are separate, and here's the reason why. The one son and the father were actually embezzling from the company, got caught, had to pay money back. So the one son that wasn't embezzling actually turned his father and his brother in.
Nice.
And then he's like, then they fought over the name. So yeah. Yeah, that's why we have two Tony Luke's. I don't know if they're both in business or they're not in business after the pandemic, but because we haven't been down there for a while, but
grown-ass dudes fighting over their meats.
Yep. That there's a lot of drama in that family. And no females involved, by the way. So it's not females that get into drama. So yeah, Tony Luke's embezzlement.
Back to the movie.
So Fee, what were your first impressions of this movie?
So my impression of the movie was it was weird. I understood it. I understood where they were going. I still say it was weird. But at the same time, once I understood where it was going and I saw, I basically could see the normal line of the normal flow and everything, I started to kind of lose interest. But that's just my opinion. Yeah. I've just seen too many movies. That's what I'm going to say.
But are you saying this wasn't original enough to keep your
attention? Are we going with the word original?
Oh, shit.
I gotta do that every time now.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how original would this film be to you?
Do I think there was original twists in here? Actually, no, I don't. I don't. I don't.
Actually.
In my opinion, I don't. But did I hate it? Did it harm me in any way? No. I don't feel harmed.
Okay.
Fuzzy's getting that. I think I'm going to argue with her later.
I feel harmed.
No, I was just going to say for my early impressions, I agree on the weird part. There were definitely moments where I'm like, that doesn't even make sense, but okay, go along with it kind of thing. I didn't watch the trailer prior. I don't know if that would have helped or hurt, but yeah, this definitely starts off, I guess you could say, kind of normal or casual, and then it goes weird, but then it gets extra weird. But we'll get into that part. But my early impressions was this, it grabbed my attention enough to not fall asleep. There were some parts I had to pause because I'm like, and it wasn't like it was churning my stomach, but I was like, I don't want to see that right now. Poor Ollie. But anyway, weird start, and trying to figure out the pathway for Kathy. I'll just leave it as that. But what about you, Presto? What are your early impressions?
So it's not a Matt movie by any means. It was giving me weird vibes, and then there's certainly a couple scenes in the movie that are very disturbing, and I tried doing it two different ways. I tried watching it but muting it, and then I tried not watching it but listening, and both were still fucked up and were really bad to do. Like,
I think the latter is more messed up than the first one. I don't know if I could hear this movie with no visuals.
When you see the knife in his hand and then you see what he does, and you close your eyes, those noises are clear enough that you know shit's going on. Or the table, like, you can watch it. Like, I even watched the behind the scenes of the little boy doing this, and it still was fucked up. Like, they're showing you exactly how it's done, like what's what, and it still was like, oh, this is so hard to watch. Like, I don't know if because it's a kid doing it. I don't know it is just fucked up in general, whether a kid or an adult was doing that. But yeah, it just.
Yeah, I had to pause it for the table part. The knife, not so much, but yeah, those noises definitely. There's no mistaking what it's doing and what it's hitting in somebody's mouth. So.
And that's pretty big because, like, when you watch, like, if you're watching that scene, there's some, like, cheesy, like, sound effects. It wouldn't be as bad to watch, but, like, those noises match pretty damn well what was happening. Where, I think at one point you all experienced that sound before, not by actually putting a knife in your mouth and chewing on it, but like, you know what it sounds like, whether it's like a spoon going around and rattling off your teeth or something. So yeah, it just, that scene really left the memory in me old brain, I guess you can say. I'd rather see the guy's dick in the shower anytime over the table scene.
Yeah, no, I think I'm with you, right? Is like there were some just from like an overarching perspective, like just seeing it from like the details we find out and stuff, like it just listening to the sounds from the different things that happened. I again, like the fact that you tried to do it both ways and flop it, like no picture but audio and vice versa. I don't think I could even do that really myself, because I feel like even just if you've ever had an instance where you're eating like a burger or something, right? And you happen to find a piece of bone or something that manages to get through the grinder,
Mm-hmm.
And so like you hit it and you feel that grinding across your teeth, like the grit. Or if you're eating something and like you just get something in there that's like foreign object and you feel that grinding of your teeth, that's bad enough. But then to hear the sound, like props to them, their sound for this was over the top. Very, very good, but very wrenching in ways where like you imagine something where like you just barely grind your teeth against something versus when you see that knife scene, you just, oh, I don't know. It made me cringe when I saw it. I was like, oh, dear God. And I was like, I was tempted to stop it, but I was like, well, I got to get through this thing anyway, so I better just buckle up. So, poured an adult beverage and just sat in and just kind of like sunk into my seat a little bit. I was like, this is just going to be uncomfortable no matter what. But yeah, no, I'm with you on that. There was a lot of, from just, again, like very, very general perspective, like there was a lot of very just unsettling, uncomfortable things that I feel like you get introduced to in this movie.
Oh, man.
And way too much swinging meat. Way too much.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So
yeah, they kept that camera focused in that area a little bit too long. Like they could have just panned to his face with the dead mucus coming out of his face, and that would have been fine.
Yeah.
You don't
maybe they were expecting a different audience, not so much you guys.
Okay.
Maybe it was more aligned with females.
So you dig checking out some dude's pasty white dong while he's like,
I'm just saying.
While he's like
trying to,
freaking foaming at the mouth.
I'm
like,
just saying maybe they were trying to get more of a female audience.
Well, I don't think that did it. I think if anything, some people would see that and be like, "Nah, I think I'm good with my own gender." Because that was not a flattering portrayal of the male body. It's not like you had Alan Richardson laying there on the ground and dude was like stacked with like a 12-pack and freaking delts and stuff. You were looking at some homely old dude with meat hanging everywhere. It wasn't good. I'm sorry. Maybe I didn't get the memo, but that would not. I would like to think even if I was a female, I would not be interested in that because that was unpleasant. Very unpleasant.
Look, I know they got it wrong, but they were just trying to go for a wider audience. I'm just saying.
Fee, when you watched Maxine, that was the first one in that series, right?
Yeah,
or was no, what was the first one?
Earl.
X.
Oh,
yes.
And then the prequel's Pearl.
Yeah.
And then Maxine picked up in modern time.
So when you watched X, did you see Pearl and think like, oh, that's not really my thing, but I bet a dude's really into that wrinkly, saggy old body?
Look, you know what?
Did you?
There are guys there. Trust me, there are guys.
Folds over folds. No.
There are.
No.
There are. They had a whole series on young men going after older women. It's a thing.
Listen. I try not to kink shame. I try not to kink shame, but like if your fetish is the Golden Girls, then no. No.
I'm just saying there was a show about it.
Mm-hmm.
It had more than one season.
There didn't need to be a show about that. Anyways, continuing.
Anyway, so we have the opening, which is a ritual and everything like that. which of course we have no clue where this is going. And then, of course, we have the death. When did you realize? When did you realize that who her target was in the in the movie? When did you realize who her target actually was?
Oh, pretty much.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Immediately. Yeah.
Again, I just like
wasn't very original, Fee.
Yeah, it wasn't very original. I didn't see really a real twist in this one. So I just did everybody think that this was going in one direction and there were going to be no surprises? Did you feel there were surprises outside of the brutality of the scenes?
I would say the biggest surprise for me, without doing a spoiler, was the car accident later.
Okay, why are we saying this phrase of without giving away spoilers? Like seriously?
Well, we want to preface a spoiler, a major spoiler, in case someone hasn't seen it yet, so they could possibly pause it, fast forward, or things along those.
Come on, this thing's been out for how long? Let me see how long this has been out.
It's a year.
This movie,
not that long.
2025. It's not been long. It's not like Dead and Breakfast where you could tell them everything and they're not going to care anyways, but at least you're not going to spoil anything. This one just came out.
Look, even if you know scene by scene what's happening in Dead and Breakfast, you must watch it. No. You must see it. It is hilarious.
No. So yeah, 2025 is when this came out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you.
No, but that car accident was about the most surprising thing. But the minute they walked into the house, and like somebody said in the audience, you could tell because they only wanted the woman only wanted the girl and not the boy, troublemaker, blah 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 type of thing, and he had to kind of force the issue. It's like, oh, we're not being split up. So it's like, oh, they take a picture and she purposely positions herself in front of him. So his hair is in the picture, but he's not in the picture. It's like, yep. You're the third wheel, dude. You're not wanted. So yeah.
Not wanted. Anyway, that poor boy. Poor boy. Well, but here's what I don't understand. Why was she just trying to make him feel like he was going crazy? Was that like her whole point?
I think she was trying to turn the sister on him, right? Because like she did stuff like making it look like he had peed himself, doing stuff like that. Like I feel like she was trying to get the girl to be on her side so it'd be easier to like manipulate the situation.
Yeah, she definitely shamed him about that peeing on the bed sheets.
Yeah, like make him feel super vulnerable and look very weak in front of someone that had looked up to him all that time. And it's literally like it's very much the goal, right? Because like when he brings down the soiled linens, like she even stops him and is like, oh no, give me those. And then intentionally does it right in front of her to be like, oh, you pissed yourself? Oh, that sucks. And like makes it a big thing. And it's messed up, but you could definitely tell she's really, really trying to like pit him against, or like at least make her lose like some of that trust that like he's able to protect her and support her, like just pointing weakness in the armor.
I get that with smacking her in the face, but
when she smacks her though, like because you're talking about when she gives her the black eye, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so in that situation, again, like she did it and then she bolted out so that way the girl couldn't tell it was her.
Yeah, but I get that part. But the bedwetting thing, for a female to hear that their brother is doing that is not. I'm sorry, that is a male perspective of a female rather than a female's perspective of
No,
it.
no,
it's
I
true.
would disagree. I would disagree because if you're sitting in a situation like that, like as again, like there's a lot of stuff that comes with it too. There are obviously certain conditions that come with that type of situation.
Yeah,
But also like he's older than her. He's
yeah,
been kind of like her caregiver in this situation. He's helped raise
yeah.
her. And so she's making him look weak
But here's
in
the
front
thing
of her.
though. But here's the thing though. Sister already knows that he's not taking a shower. She got him Axe body spray. That's why I said that's conflicting. Now, the whole smacking her in the eye thing, that I get as a ploy to pit them against each other. It's like, oh, now all of a sudden you're hurting me. But the whole bedwetting thing, I'm going to be honest with you. She already knows her brother is having difficulty because he wouldn't look at his dad in the coffin. And then two, he's not taking a shower, and she knows that. That's why I said the bed
she didn't know that he didn't look at him until the lady brought it up.
Well, yeah, but like I said, you saw her reaction though. It wasn't.
I don't think the bedwetting was to pit them against. I just saw it as she's setting it up so that way he can either get kicked out or if anything goes sideways, he looks like the troubled kid that she couldn't control or that she couldn't take care of. So that way, when she does something to his sister, there's nobody really looking for her that's within reach. So if he has to be committed or something.
Well, yeah, I get that. I just felt it sounded more like she was trying to make him look bad and him look like he needed extra help, and she was going to go back to the social worker and be like, "Hey, he's a problem."
It's probably a twofold situation, right? So it's probably a little bit of both. Is like making it like sowing like this thought in the sister's brain that like, oh, he can't take care of me because he can't even take care of himself. But also just like what Judah Roars mentions in the chat, and I kind of forgot about that, but like the whole thing that came up with this is like he had hit her when she was younger, and like that was part of it as well. So like adding those things to it, not only does it make him look bad as far as like her being a caregiver and him acting out even though it's not him, but also like all these things pits them against each other, or pits her against him also, because like she can't trust him when these things are happening. So it's probably a little bit of both.
Yeah. I mean, it's just I couldn't see. So say for example, all this woman did, all Laura did, was make him look weak and stuff like that, make him look like he needed extra help and he needed to be in a facility and not in a foster home. To separate the two, that's still not going to work, because I could see, even though he hit her and made her blind, she's already forgiven him for that, obviously. So I couldn't imagine her being like, no, don't take my brother, or I'm not staying here. I want to go to another foster home or whatever. I think she needed to have a reminder of that, feeling of being hit by him, to kind of seal the deal of her being pushed away, the sister being pushed away at that point, because I don't think anything else would have done it, and I don't think anything else was doing it, because she was still talking about, no, I want to live with my brother in 3 months, just me and him.
And then the hit in the eye was immediately after.
Yeah,
much.
and because she still wasn't budging. She was still, nope, I want to be with my brother. My brother, if you're not gonna board my brother, then I'm going with him, kind of thing. So I think, I don't know if intentionally she was going to hit her. I don't think that was part of the plan. I think it was
That
not.
became part of the plan when they had that conversation in the shed or that other building.
Yeah.
But like I said, like having her as a witness to his deterioration of stability kind of thing would be something that would help the caseworker, down the road if, in pushing him out or pushing him away and making it a forced separation kind of thing. So she had a plan and she had to adjust that plan when it, like you said, it wasn't working. The things she was doing wasn't going to make his sister feel any less of him, type of thing, but by what he was doing. The hit kind of, but I think it was more so she was kind of angry because she did smell the body spray, but I don't think she, like, I think they've been together long enough that she would know that he probably wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see if something happened while they were all, drunk or whatever, which that was a whole weird thing as well. But yeah, that I think she was becoming impatient, and that was going to be, the coup de grace, she thought, and it kind of worked to some extent.
So the slip in the shower, do you think that was a happy convenience for Laura or a fluke accident?
Happy convenience. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Presto.
I was just gonna it's such a nice choice of words. A happy convenience for the slip in the shower. Like, I don't know. I agree it is, but I maybe reword it a little differently.
Oh, come on.
It's
it made her job easier. Right?
I think she staged it by not having like any traction pads on that floor. Like it was bound to happen.
Yeah, once he got in the shower.
Yeah. So
like he was traumatized by the shower.
Yeah.
That's pretty bad.
And to have the vision that he had while in the shower, yeah, that just adds to the trauma. So yeah.
I just think the lady in this, she was the lady from, wasn't she the lady in The Shape of Water or whatever?
I think she was. Yeah, The Shape of Water, yep.
Like two totally different characters you're playing there. Shape of Water, this nice little sweet person that falls in love with the shape of water, and just now this, the not very nice person.
Yeah. Well, I mean, can we really say that she wasn't nice?
I thought you could, unless
I mean,
we watched a different movie.
Well, I mean, I think it's not a matter of whether she was nice or not. I mean, I think it was her desperation. I mean, she was desperate. And she had in front of her, I guess, someone that was almost identical to her daughter in look and I guess personality, and that just overwhelmed her. I mean, she was kind of nice. She let him drink. Right?
Yeah.
That's so nice.
I mean, that's so nice,
An
isn't
underage kid drink and get completely shithoused and then accusing him of pissing himself. That's very, very nice. What a stand-up citizen.
Lucky kid.
Yeah, it could only be so lucky in life,
Mm-hmm. So we are. So So we saw the brutality of the scenes and stuff like that. But what did you guys think of the video that she kept on referencing, like those images? Over the top, not over the top, confusing, what? Would you think they weren't necessary for the movie?
They weren't very original.
They weren't very original. Well, I mean, you got a point there. I mean, haven't we kind of seen the rituals over and over again?
I don't know. I kind of felt the same way, like at the beginning of the movie when we ended up seeing the stuff that was going on. I don't know. I was not taken in or really very like intrigued by any of that stuff.
Yeah.
And so when I kept seeing it come in, I was like, yeah, it's all right. But I feel like it almost, we've talked about it before. It feels like sometimes it's less is more. Like sometimes it's better to not have a bunch of extra explanation for what's going on. Like if you hadn't had that stuff and shit was just going nuts, I probably would have been more like anxiously watching, like, wait, what's going to happen next? But every time they brought that back, it's like, yeah, doesn't really feel like information that I needed. I get that they were trying to sow that narrative, but it just, I don't know. It felt like it was unnecessary and that they could have done without it. Personally, just me.
All right, Presto, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's talk about Ollie.
Okay. What do you want to know about him?
What are your impressions of Ollie?
So my impressions of Ollie, Oliver, whatever, he's a fucking creepy kid.
Yep.
Even after the movie going on IMDb and seeing like headshots and stuff of him, not even for this movie, he's a creepy kid. Like his eyes are just like darker or like sunk in his face a little or something. And I don't think he had to act very much or have a lot of makeup or prosthetics on. That's just creepy
His
fucking
natural
looking
look.
kid. I mean, his mom's capitalizing on him being a creepy kid and probably gonna be a serial killer when he gets older. So make some money now.
Oh shit.
I mean,
dude, teenage years are hard for kids,
well, he's playing some hard parts in his childhood years. So
True.
just saying, if the shoe fits, stick with what you're good with, kid. So his mom's just trying to cash out a little.
So what you're saying, he's going to be one of those we see on TMZ in a couple of years?
Very much so.
And Maury and all the talk shows.
Yeah, I mean, we could like timestamp this so that in like 15 years I could be like, hey, remember that time? Told you so. Called it.
So we are talking about Jonah Wren Phillips. He's been in a couple of things. He was in Sweet Tooth, the TV series as Theo. How to Make Gravy, Human Error. Yeah, but yeah, he does look a little unique. His eyes look a little bit bigger than most children's.
It's like he has eyeliner on or something, like
yeah.
But
and
he doesn't.
Down, and they slope down. They slope down and out, which is not something that you usually see. So yeah. Where is
he's the kid when people are like, hey, look at my kid, he's so cute, and then they show that kid and it's like, ooh, yeah, so cute.
Yeah, super cute. And then when they leave, you're like, what the fuck happened to that kid? He got beat with the ugliest.
Yeah. The parents put a pork chop on him for the dog to play with him.
So, the person played Piper, Sora Wong. She's only been in this. This is her first movie. She was in this, and she was in the video documentary of it, and that was it. So, yeah, and let's see.
Is she actually partially blind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Limited. She has limited sight. She was, I guess, born with Columba. I can't even speak. And some sort of micropathy, or I can't.
I wasn't
my
sure
glasses
if
on, but yeah, she's got a couple of issues she was born with as far as her eyes.
Gotcha.
And
yeah, I wasn't sure if they were actually doing like post-processing type of stuff, or if they had thrown on, like, if the kid had the ability to separately control their eyes a little bit, because you see that with people sometimes. I was like, I don't know if this is like an act, or if this is actually a real health condition.
No, the way her eyes were going, how they were positioned and stuff like that. No, that is to be able to do that and control it. Yeah, that would be a very unique person.
Yeah,
almost a miracle.
I mean,
chameleons can do it.
I mean, I've seen folks before that can do some of that type of stuff where, like, I mean, look at Chris String, right? Like, sorry. Fuzzy knows.
Her eyes didn't seem like they were doing like what I've seen other people be able to do.
Yeah.
It looked a little uncontrollable.
I just wasn't sure. I wasn't sure, more than anything, I wasn't sure if it was like a post-processing type of thing. Like, I know sometimes they mess around with some of that stuff and do like visual effects. And so I wasn't sure if it was like actually a thing, or if it was something that they had added. So
her first condition, the one that Fuzzy was trying to say that started with the C.
Chlamydia.
No. Something like that.
Jesus Christ, Presto.
Hey, look.
I misread the room. I'm sorry.
That was so fun. Oh, so fun.
Anyway, it's not that, okay? So the condition results from a failure of embryonic fissures to close during fetal development, leading to a gap or a hole in ocular tissue. So it can affect various structures of the eyes, including the eyelids, the cornea, the iris, pretty much a lot of it, like the retina and everything like that. It can affect one eye, or it can affect both eyes. The other one, the micro one, is characterized by an abnormally small eye, which can occur alone or in conjunction with other ocular defects, such as the one she originally had. The size of the eye is typically defined by its axial length and corneal diameter. It can lead to visual impairments depending on the extent of retinal involvement and occasional ocular abnormalities. Mm-hmm. So they go hand in hand. If you have one, you probably have the other. So, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. So
not chlamydia.
No.
Okay,
no.
That's good to know.
To be clear.
Chlamydia of the eye would be
that would probably be painful, very itchy. Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah. So Billy Barrett, who played Andy, he's been in a few things. He was in Craven the Hunter, Blinded by the Light. He's been in like 17 things and has 3 other things coming up. So Invasion. I'm trying to think of anything. He was in a Christmas Carol TV movie series. Oof. He was in Sharknado 5.
Gotta pay the bills, I guess.
2017. He was Bill.
Here's your $20.
Here you go.
Oh,
he
by the way, you owe us actually 25 for parking. So
yeah, exactly. So I will say this: bring her back. The budget was 15 million. This was in theaters, right?
I believe so. It's an A24 film.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
opening weekend was a little over 7 million. Gross in US and Canada was 19, so they made their money back. And then gross worldwide was a total of 39 million, almost 500,000. So, I mean, it's not bad. I mean, they did over double their budget. So,
Can we talk
And
about
now they
like?
make it up on streaming. So.
Preston
Yeah.
wants to talk about
Yeah.
something.
Oh, I was just gonna say like, when you're, at least for me, when I'm about to watch an A24 movie, by now, you kind of know you're not gonna expect like a normal type of movie. Like A24 movies definitely are like make you feel a certain way kind of movies, fucking
Oh,
weird
yeah.
movies. I actually didn't realize A24 has been around for as long as it has, and like done as many movies as they have. A guy I work with for Christmas got an A24 calendar where every day it's like a different movie, and it shows like a different picture from the movie, and like some of them I have no idea what they are, and like some of them just from the picture I'm just like, nope, like I'm good.
But I feel like more often than not they end up with pretty decent sized hits. I mean not like critically praised on a regular basis or anything, but like they do well.
Yeah,
Wasn't that one with Franco and Brie Larson? Wasn't that also an A24? Fuck, what was the name of that one? Together.
if it wasn't, it should be.
I think
No, it wasn't.
no. Oh God,
No.
for some reason I thought it was.
I did read in some universe they were saying like Talk to Me and Bring Her Back could kind of be related or take place during the same time period,
Oh,
which
So
you can kind of see that.
Well, the people that did Talk to Me are the same ones that did this one.
Yeah, so that would make sense.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, but what was oh God, I'm sorry, I'm drawing blanks on freaking names right now. What was that one recently that had the female bodybuilder that
Yeah.
that one I think was A24.
That was Katie O'Brien, I believe it was.
Yeah, that was Katie O'Brien, yeah.
Yeah, and that's again one of those ones where like when you watch that movie, you're like, good God, this is a very very specific type of movie.
The opening
Intriguing
scene of that
but
movie
really
was
funky.
Yeah.
Dang it, I forget the name of that. Love Lies Bleeding? or
Yeah,
something?
Love Lies Bleeding, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that one. Maybe.
Okay.
Oh,
I just want to make sure.
I'm here.
Okay.
No, that one was a good one too, and it was very weird, but it was.
Yeah, that wasn't one of theirs. So.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay, so A24 is, as you know, is an independent film company. So it looks like 2013, right? Was their first film.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Yeah, so they did Spring Breakers.
That's the one that put them on the map, I believe.
Yeah, The Bling Ring. Let me see. Life After Beth, that was pretty decent. There were a couple other ones in here that I didn't know they did. Dark Places, The Witch.
Boring.
Well, anyway, they did Green Room,
Ooh,
Adderall Diaries,
God,
Swiss Army Man. They did Swiss Army Man. I haven't
Green
watched
Room
that yet.
was brutal.
Beau is Afraid's a good one.
Yeah, they did Moonlight.
I think they did Lamb.
Oh yeah, they did. They did
That was
with Rooney Mara or whatever,
Mhm.
right?
I
Yeah.
mean, they did Hereditary, they Midsummer, like
Right.
they definitely been putting out some good stuff.
Yeah,
Just not feel good movies to me, at least.
they did Hereditary, which
Yeah,
I
they
did
have
not realize.
they have a very particular style,
Mhm.
like you were saying. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
The worst one I think I ever watched was A Ghost Story with Casey Affleck, Ben Affleck's brother, and like
Yeah.
he dies and he just comes back as a ghost and wears a bed sheet. Like that's
Yeah.
the movie.
I
Yeah.
mean, you could probably make it somewhat interesting and
Mhm.
like be an interesting story, but Casey Affleck, oh fuck, man, I feel like he acts like he's literally not got a pulse. Like that kid, when
Mhm.
he acts, you're just like, are you actually alive? Or like, because he feels like he has no energy whatsoever.
So
Well, that's because
Wow.
his brother Ben Affleck took it all.
Well, yeah, like and God bless him. Like Ben Affleck has had his bombs, but he's also had lots of hits. But you, just like Nicolas Cage, you have to give that, like Ben Affleck, when he's given a role, it's a Ben Affleck
Mhm.
performance, just like Nick
Mhm.
Cage is a Nick Cage performance. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter if it's a shitty movie.
Mhm.
They put the effort into it. You can
Yep.
tell. Like
Yep.
it's what they do. Casey Affleck, I can't say the same thing. I think he was okay in that heist movie with Ben Affleck.
999. Oh.
the new one.
No, it was the one from like years ago. It was like
Okay.
10 years ago or something. It was good. He had a super small role, which I feel like is probably perfect for Casey Affleck because the less you see of him, the better.
Yeah.
But like he did okay with what he was doing. I think he was just one of the accomplices, like one of the heist members or something. But he just in general, I
Are you
don't
talking
know.
about the movie Tower Heist with Eddie Murphy and Ben Stiller?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, it's the town. The town. That's what it was.
Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah. Sorry, it was
I
coming to
remember
me. I
that one.
just was drawing a blank.
He was
and it
in
good.
he was in the town?
I'm pretty sure he was like one of the
Yeah, let me see.
one of the members of the group or something.
No, I'm challenging you. That was
Let's see.
Affleck, Jeremy Renner.
It was definitely Affleck in that one.
Yes.
Definitely him. Let's just see if he's in
I
there
swear
too.
it was because like anytime he gets the opportunity, he puts his brother into the film. Like even
Yes,
if it's
he
a small
does.
thing.
Well,
Yes.
wasn't not in this one, buddy. This
Okay.
is one of your
Then
Megan
maybe
Fox moments.
then maybe it's another movie, but I could have I don't know. Like he's in a movie with his brother every couple of years.
I
So,
mean, that would be
That
pretty
is
original if you put his brother in the town.
I don't know. How
thought
old
he
was his brother when he did that?
dude, he's put his brother into things ever since his brother was like 20. and it just every time you see him, you're like, oh, that's right. That guy's
Nope, he wasn't in the town. I'm sorry.
Maybe it was the mom then. Maybe it was like, oh Ben, you want to go shoot a movie? Well, you got to take your younger brother on along. And he's like, oh, mom.
I mean, that's how it feels because when you watch his acting, you're like, God damn, he didn't get the job because of skill.
Yeah,
It's not a talent thing.
He's like,
All
but
right.
mom, I'm motherfucking Ben Affleck, and she's like, I don't care. When you live under my roof, you take Casey Affleck and you put him in a movie.
He was even in Casey Affleck was in American Pie 2. And I feel like that was probably the only, like the most charismatic acting he's probably ever had. And it was literally him talking about like the sex Bible for their adventures in the summer.
Was he in that one?
Yeah, he was the one character's brother. He like left a VHS for them to
yeah,
watch.
Kevin, I think.
Kevin's brother. Yeah, Kevin's brother.
Yeah, yeah, and he like left it was either a diary or it was like a VHS, and he literally like walked them through their summer of debauchery.
Mm,
I feel like that was almost one of the only times that he really like threw out like a
mhm.
decent acting role,
Yeah.
which is pretty bad considering it was literally just one about how to score. But
Yeah. So, actually, I was wrong. Love Lies Bleeding is actually an A24 film.
okay, I thought
And
it was.
all of
God damn it.
Ty West's trilogy,
Yeah.
the X trilogy or whatever, all of them were also done by A24.
Yeah.
Ty West also did that movie, I think that first put him on the map, The House of the Devil or something. It's
Oh, that was really good. I really like that.
that makes sense because I was gonna say it's very boring in black and white, but
Look,
a
I
lot of
like the
people.
original. I like the original. Okay,
The
so
House of the Devil, that's what it was.
yeah, The House of the Devil is a remake of another movie that had Carol Black in it. Or
Carol
Karen Black.
Baskins.
No, it was no, it was Karen Black, I think it is. Let me see. I think it's Karen Black. Yeah, Karen Black. She was in a film a long time ago, which I really, really liked, about a house that basically is sucking the life out of its caretakers. And then, the family comes back and lives in the house, and then they find another caretaker to, take on the property to make sure the house stays beautiful and everything. So that was a remake from that. That's probably why I liked it, because I just can't remember the title of the movie because it has a very unrevealing kind of title. I can't remember what it is offhand. I'll find it. But I did like that one. That was his first movie. Ty West's.
Yes.
It's got to go all the way back. I got to go all the way back for this.
What, The House of the Devil?
No, not for The House of the Devil. The one that that Karen Black did. The one that she did. I gotta go all the way back because I think it was in the late 70s, maybe the early 80s when it was. Because she has filmed all the way back to 1960. So.
When you and Fuzzy met.
Yeah, with that ancient.
Wow.
Yeah, with that ancient. Right, Fuzzy?
Mm-hmm.
These youngins.
Just remember who said that.
These youngins. Burnt Offerings, that's what it's called. Burnt Offerings. Very misleading title. 1976.
That's what I call my briskets when I smoke them on the smoker. Burnt offerings.
If you want to watch a slow burn, low budget, supernatural movie, Burnt Offerings is a really good one.
Mm.
And it has Karen Black in it. How can you refuse watching Karen Black? Come on now.
I don't even know who that is.
I was gonna say easy because
I don't know who it is.
Seriously, you don't know who Karen Black is. Trilogy of Terror. Trilogy of Terror. Mirror.
I try and avoid Karens as much as I can in normal life.
You know what? She's Karen. She's the good Karen, okay?
Is there such thing?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
anyway.
Sorry. What I think we probably, given where we're at, we probably do have to throw a score on this thing soon. So do we want to cover anything else before? Do we want to talk more about
Well,
like
I mean, what's your favorite
scary movie?
no.
Sorry.
Anyway, what's your favorite, kind of scene in this that is like, I don't know, gut wrenching? Like,
My favorite scene was when it said directed by, because then it was over. And I knew.
Oh shit. God, I don't know. I guess like there's so many. There's so many in this movie, but it's just like when you figure out that obviously, like, this kid, like, Oliver's not her kid. All this bullshit that this kid's gone through, and like as it kind of, as you see everything that happened with that, and like how this came to be, it's pretty fucked up. Like, you gotta feel bad for that kid, even though the actor is kind of fugly. You do have to feel bad for the kid, because like that shit is messed up. But those scenes, again, like with the knife, with the countertop, like when I saw that stuff again, I that's never happened to me. But like anytime you see something like that, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I cringe. Like I see that and it's just like, oh God. Like I don't know. I mean, when we talked about this before we watched the movie, Presto made the comment of like, yeah, that scene though. I swear you only said that scene though, and there were multiple scenes where I was like, what the fuck? This is quite a doozy. There were multiple times where I was just like, man, this is rough. Like this is I agree with Presto. Is like directed by was almost one of the best parts, because you're just like, oh, thank God that is over with.
Yeah.
I felt the same way. I just watched Turistas recently, and I felt the same way. I was like, God damn, I've never been so happy to see a movie end. When you see some of that stuff unfold in a movie, it definitely just like makes you want to get a palate cleanser and move on to something else. So there's too many to count. There were lots.
Too many to count.
Yeah.
What about you, Presto?
I mean, yeah, I think when he's biting down and his teeth are falling out, even seeing the behind the scenes with the dentures and like how they made it, it's still just, I don't know. It's disturbing. That's my scene, the teeth and the table and the knife, like that. Those scenes are the ones that really stick with me when I think about this movie, or you talk about this movie with someone. Like, it's like, oh, wait till you get to this part, kind of thing. If you want to get someone to watch it, just tell them there's nudity in it. Just don't tell them it's a dick in the beginning. But
yeah,
it's a good way. But hey, man, you want to watch this? There's nudity in it. Like, yeah.
Well, nobody told us about 28 days.
Yo, go. You mean 28 years? You mean?
Yeah,
no,
28
days. One of the very it opens up on Cillian Murphy totally naked. No or nothing.
And then the new one.
Yeah, did you see the new one, Fee?
No, we haven't seen the new one. The new one.
We saw 28 years, just not the Bone Collector one. Yeah. Whatever the
yeah
one.
Yeah, okay, so 28 years, yeah. We talked about Swinging Meat earlier.
Oh, yeah. We saw that one, yeah.
28 years. They could have just given it a subtitle, and it could have been 28 Years, The Swinging Meat. Like, that fucking movie. My goodness me. And then when I saw he was back for the Bone Temple or whatever, I was like, oh, great. I'm gonna have to see more of that on a regular basis. Like that was that was unnecessary.
Yeah, that's a big fuck you.
Yeah, that's literally like, hey, if you ever had like any inadequacies or like if you were ever self-critical, let's have you watch this dude run around. Well, he throws his fucking torch of Gondor around.
I think it was a prosthetic though.
Yeah.
If that wasn't a prosthetic, I pity anyone he's ever with, because that was not good. That was not a good thing.
It's his kickstand, his third leg, you know.
Dude, I'm surprised he doesn't fucking take his kneecaps out on a regular, just running down the street. Like, dude
Start
can't
running.
jog.
Oh, my knee.
Yeah, dude can't jog because he'd fucking take himself out. Anyways, if you haven't seen it, chat, watch 28 years later.
Yeah.
You'll see.
The first 28 years later, because now there's a second one out. It's still pay on streaming, but yeah.
I grabbed that thing super quick. From what I understand, it didn't perform well at the theaters. Not shocking, given they barely had any theater times. Like it was out of our main theaters here, and it was like a 45-minute to an hour drive for me to go see it within the first week.
I think
And
they
I was
released
like, what the hell?
I think they released it too soon from the last one.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they could have
time.
waited for a year.
Yeah.
I mean, what could have hurt? Like, I don't
Exactly.
I don't understand the logic of it.
I think the first 28 years didn't do as well, so they wanted to hurry up and recoup some of that money. And then the third one, I guess, is in production, but considering how bad the first two did, although the first one did okay, but not to what they were expecting, considering the pent-up demand for it.
Yeah.
And then the Bone Temple one, just, I don't think they advertised enough. I don't think they
right
gave it enough of a chance. Like, they didn't even really advertise for 28 years later. Like,
no.
I think they talked about it, and then it was like out. I want to say 3 or 4 days before the original time they said. Like, I think the original said it was going to be released on the 20th, but then it actually came to theaters on like the 17th or 18th or 19th or something. It was like a day, at least a day earlier.
It was like a day earlier, because we got to see it a day earlier than other people did in some other areas.
We saw it I saw it with a coworker on a work trip. Because we had finished what we were there for and stuff, and we had like a free evening, and so we went to watch it, and I really enjoyed 28 Years Later, and I guess I can say, like, I understand the idea of them not wanting to leave you waiting for like super long, because they did kind of cliffhanger it to an extent, but it wasn't one of those cliffhangers where you're like, oh shit, I need to see what happens next. And because, like, you know, someone's about to die or something horrible just happened. But I mean, I don't know. Like, they could have waited a year, and I felt like it would have been okay. 6 to 8 months just felt like it was too short.
Yeah. I think, honestly, I think a lot of people would have liked to have had a 28 months later.
Yes.
Rather than a 28 years later. And when they did 28 years later, I don't think they gave enough understanding what the world was going to look like. And everybody was hyped up thinking that it would look one way, and they got a different results. And I think that caused a lot of problems too.
They also didn't do themselves any service. I get that maybe it's scheduling conflicts or whatever, but we knew that Cillian Murphy was part of the process for these movies. That was literally one of the asks that all the fans wanted, was they wanted him back in the movie. If you did that, you would have done better.
Oh, yeah,
because it would have
definitely.
had some more star power. I guarantee you it would have done better just on that fact alone.
I mean, he was what? He was like maybe early 20s in the
In
timeline.
the yeah,
Yeah, in
in
the
the
original
first,
movie, he was like early 20s or whatever.
yeah,
So
and
he,
it would have been fine. It would have matched
yeah,
up just fine to how he is now.
exactly. So I don't understand why. I mean, they could have had a 28 months without him
Yeah,
and just to and then kind of open it up towards the end like they did, the preview of Jimmy and his, or what is it? Jimmy
I
was
think
the
it was
guy?
Jimmy. Yeah,
Yeah. Um if they had led up like they did, like kind of a preview towards the end of 28 months of Killian Murphy coming in, having his character come in to either 28 years later or having a preview, because I think they did both of them at the same time or back to back.
they did. They literally filmed the Bone Temple like right after they finished up filming for 28
Yeah.
years.
So they could have, when they did the trailers and stuff like that, even for 28 months, they could have come up with something to foreshadow him
Well,
being in the movie. That would have been enough. But no, they
I
came out with Jimmy. Right?
I haven't seen Bone Temple yet, but it kind of makes me wonder because there was already one that was lined up for them to do one more movie
Mhm,
in the series at least.
mhm,
And because of how Bone Temple ended up performing,
mhm.
that's basically been iced, it sounds like.
Yeah.
But it kept me like I kept thinking that at some point in time we were going to see Killian Murphy. It just never
Well,
happened.
I think they said Killian is supposed to be in he was supposed to be in as a flashback or something like that in the Bone Temple, and I don't think those scenes made it. He is a producer, I
Yes.
believe,
Yeah,
on both
he's
of them.
involved. Yeah.
Yeah. But apparently he's not being seen on film. And that was
That's
kind of a
disappointing.
and that was kind of promised in certain articles that the second sequel to the original was going to have him in like a flashbacks back scene or something. And I
Well,
guess they cut it.
they were even making it sound like he was going to show up in 28 years later initially
Yeah.
also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It felt like they went a different direction with it. Maybe it was on like the cutting room floor. Like they decided to go a different route, but if that's the case, like I think they went a wrong route. If they had him, I think it would have helped him, especially given his career for the last 2 decades.
So here's the thing. So one article is talking about how he is set to return in the second film of the new trilogy, 28 years later, The Bone Temple. But it's not really saying whether he's actually in it. And I haven't seen it, so I mean, there should be an article out, but they're still not mentioning whether he's in or not. So,
If he was in it, I think we probably would have seen something at this point, just
yeah.
because that was very much what everyone's request was. It's like we
Mhm.
want to see him back,
We want to know what
and
happened to
so
Jim. We want
yeah,
to know what
and,
happened to Jim.
and so like if he's not there, if he was there, we would have heard something.
Yeah.
I think it's the same thing as what we ran into with Tron Ares. Is like they had promised us that Dillinger was going to come back,
Mhm.
like the young Dillinger that was played by him.
Mhm.
And when Killian Murphy, like when everything, the story and everything got scrapped years and years ago,
Mhm.
and they decided to go with Jared Leto and all this stuff, like
Mhm.
when the movie came out and you didn't hear anyone talking about Killian Murphy in it, you're just like, okay, well, he's not in it. Clearly he's not in
Mhm.
because someone would have said something. But yeah, sad.
Yeah,
Um,
uh,
so scores. Scores.
all right, let's look. I know I saw earlier Okay, so far, anybody in the chat wants to come up with scores or whatever. So Poison's like Fee 7 out of 10, Silent 6.3 out of 10, Fuzzy 7.2 out of 10, and Presto 5.4 out of 10. And Miracle saying Ghost of Mars is better than 28 Years Later, Bone Temple. Okay, well, that's an argument for another day. Anyway, I like Ghost of Mars. I like Ghost of Mars. Okay.
Never seen it.
But, there were things in 28 Years Later that I'm not going to say weren't great. So,
yeah, swinging meats.
Hey, and
Fuzzy has no
delivery.
Fears. Put it that way. Fuzzy has no fears. Anyway, I said Fuzzy has no fears.
Oh, it's not a fear thing. It's literally just an unnecessary thing. That doesn't offend me. I just, when I see it, I'm like, well. I think if you had cleared that out, I could have seen a lot more of what was happening on the screen.
But that was the alpha. Anyway. All right. Fee 10 out of 10, Silent 5 out of 10, Fuzzy 3 out of 10, and Presto 10 out of 10. So I say Fuzzy goes first because his is the most dramatic of a range here. Somebody's got him as a 7.2, and then another person has him at a 3.
Yeah. Well, I'll start off by saying I enjoyed parts of this film. My favorite, although it was like because of the surprise, was the fact of when they I guess when the caseworker and the boy escape, and then they turn around and bam. But yeah, that was one heck of. This movie kept my attention the entire time. Yes, I did yell at the screen a few times as far as some of the weirdness. I had not a rough time with the concept with the woman watching the videos. Like, her watching the videos made total sense to me, but what was happening didn't. And maybe it's because I got a blind spot for it. Like, I didn't quite get the picture of, okay, Ollie is, I guess, holding the spirit of her daughter, but yet her daughter's in the freezer. But now you need a new body. So why even keep your daughter in the freezer if you need a new body, being, potentially Piper or whatever?
Because I think he had to eat her first, and then
spit the spirit into her. But it's like it just, a lot of it felt kind of weird in that regard. Like, I don't know. They seem to make it more complicated than it probably needed to be. But yeah, interesting, but not something I would say I highly recommend. I would say if you have a strong stomach against, very realistic sounds that you can only imagine, basically, of, biting down on a knife or biting down on a countertop. I mean, they won't, completely obliterate, your ability to watch it, but it makes for uncomfortable moments. Like I said, the knife part wasn't as bad, but I was like, man, they got that sound spot on for, me being a knucklehead using a knife as a little kid as a toothpick type of thing. So yeah, those sounds were definitely spot on. And then the chewing on the counter, I've seen people bite on the stupid stuff. Yeah. So that was another one where, I need to pause this just for a minute. Let me get something to drink type of deal. But I give it a 6.5. I would recommend it for somebody that doesn't mind body horror. Like, it was more body horror than anything for me in this. The little boy's eating, Ollie jerky off of his arm kind of thing. So yeah, it's a strange one. Definitely a different movie. Will I rewatch it? Probably. just even if it's just a fast forward to the car wreck towards the end, because that just like completely caught me off guard. I'm like, because I was thinking there's no way they're gonna make it, and then yeah, of course they're not gonna make it, but it's like the way poor Andy.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, it's a 6.5. It's a good movie. Not as good as some other ones we've reviewed, at least in my opinion, but it was enjoyable. It is going to be a little bit gut wrenching. It is going to probably keep your attention and maybe make you turn away on occasion because man, those sounds and some of those visuals are they're good. So I'll leave it at that. 6.5.
Okay. So, Presto, your range is between 5.4 and a 10.
I can guarantee you it's not a 10. That I can promise you. Personally, I would give this probably around a 5. It's not a bad movie. It's just not a movie for me that I normally watch. We talked a little bit about the boy and all the fun stuff he's done with knives and wood and everything he's not supposed to get into, but he does. So, yeah, I mean, depending on what kind of movies you're normally into, I guess would determine if you'd watch this one or not. This one is A24, we said? Yes. So, yeah, if you like A24 movies, definitely check this one out. Hopefully they don't make a sequel because this one was enough for me.
I don't think they can unless it's totally different family.
Listen, you can make a sequel of anything nowadays. Like,
I guess so.
If it's gonna make money, they'll find a way to make that money. So, but yeah, I'm happy to put this one in my past. Am I gonna rewatch again? No, I already rewatched it again, and yeah, twice is good enough for me. I don't need to move on and watch it again. So, yeah, go see the new Scream 7 instead or something. At least that has controversy, so you could like. There's no spoiler. There's no chewing on the table in Scream 7, so you're safe there.
Okay. All right, Silent. Yours is between a 5 and a 6.3.
Not near as wild as Presto's. No, I'd probably land maybe around a 6. Honestly, so it does land in close in that area. Like was it my favorite movie of all times? No. There were a couple things again, like the whatever was going on with like the demonic possession stuff, like seeing the recap on that and seeing the stuff at the beginning of the movie for it, I didn't really need that. I feel again like maybe you didn't have to hammer that in and specify what it was. Like when you see Ollie and you see those eyes, you're like, oh shit, dude's fucked up. Like dude's obviously possessed by something. I don't think they need to go that far with it. But as far as the movie goes, the audio for as was mentioned, the audio for the scenes, be it the countertop, be it the knife, some of those things, or also just in general, like the manipulative character that this new mom is supposed to be for them, or caregiver is supposed to be for them, was just like, God, it's messed up. But it was one of those things where, like, as you watched, I couldn't be like, okay, well, I'm done, so I'm just gonna go ahead and walk away. Like, you wanted to see what happened, and there were enough surprises and shocks. Again, like the car towards the end. you see something like that, and you're like, oh damn, like it's fast enough you didn't expect it. And so like it did keep me on my on the edge of my seat, made me curious as to what was going to happen. But there was a lot of, obviously uncomfortable things about this movie too, just given the nature of the subject matter and what they were going over. Yeah, I don't know. It's a six is my thing. I still feel like, and maybe you guys can explain it. Maybe I just wasn't paying enough attention at the beginning, but I don't necessarily understand like what the hell the dad died of.
I think he slipped and fell. But
Yeah.
it's weird
Might
because he
have
had that same type of like foam, like the way his son was drooling, kind of
Right.
thing. So
Right.
Could have had a seizure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, could have been a seizure or something. I feel like they didn't put very much attention to the fact that the dad died. It was very much like, okay, dad's died. Okay, now you're on to this new caregiver. They didn't really explain very much as to like what the hell happened. And I remember when I watched that, I was like, wait, so they're going to go back and they're going to talk about this, right? And it just didn't happen. So it was kind of annoying. I feel like certain things they tried to highlight more than they should have.
Mhm.
And then there were things like the dad's death that they didn't at all. That was just kind of like maybe provide some more context as to what the hell happened there, because that seems kind of weird. Seems kind of suspicious, but yeah, I'd land it as 6.
Okay. So mine was between a 7.2 and a 10. So while the other 3 on this panel thought the brutal scenes in here were really, really brutal. Well, I guess it was 5.2 instead of 5. I'm sorry. So yeah, right now we have what? 5.2 for Presto. 6 and what did you say again? 6.5?
6.5, yeah.
Okay. All right. So, for me though, while other people are giving it higher scores, I would say this is a 4, and I'm going to tell you why. While I understood it, I understood the little plot holes too, because there were many. Those scenes, while they are gut wrenching for the mainstream crowd, I've seen worse. I know where they were going, and I think they did for a broader, wider audience. They brought, brutal scenes to the forefront to try and gross people out and do the body horror and everything like that. But it's things I've seen before, and I've seen worse than that. So for me, I think that's where I lost interest, because you're basically showing me the same plot and the same things that you would normally see in like a possession movie. There wasn't really anything original.
Oh boy, here we go.
But
Yeah.
I can say this. The actors, and I know you guys beat up on Ollie, but the kid was creepy.
Yeah.
And I will give them that. I will give them the fact that the kid acted creepy. The kid was literally biting off his own skin in chunks and strips.
Ollie jerky.
That little boy did a good job. And the girl also did a really good job for her first film. And the kid that played Andy, yeah, I think he, played hollow, confused, concussion. Like, I think he played all of those situations very well, and you could see it on his face. Was I impressed with the with the woman that does Laura, I think somebody else could have done the same or better. But the social worker played on cue. Like, I mean, how her body went back, whether it was a stunt person that did that or it was her herself, I think that, really hit home that she did get hit by a car. So yeah, I liked a lot of the actors that were playing the parts. I think they did a really good job, and I think I lost interest because of just the storyline. I don't think it was anybody per se in there that did a bad job necessarily. So I would say this is a 4 for me.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, once you see the Serbian film, kind of everything else is tame.
So you're desensitized, is what you're saying?
Yes, I'm very desensitized.
You should set that to the side when you're watching movies like this.
I know, and sometimes I can. And I can enjoy it, but I think
that'd be like comparing a Budweiser to like a Kentucky bourbon stout.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, I'm also a teacher. I'm a little desensitized from that too. You know what I'm saying? So
sure, but we're all adults. We've lived through some bullshit. I think we're all fairly desensitized.
Yeah, but as Poison said it, we know it comes down to the originality phase.
Yep, exactly. Yep. when in doubt and you don't have a valid reason, originality. Exactly.
Somebody did ask the question. Let me see if I can bring it up. Let me see. Somebody asked about the. Oh my god, what was it? Why did the kid go back to just being normal after he went over the line? Apparently no IGN 7s, by the way.
After he fucked up his teeth with the knife and the countertop, and which is a valid point. Teeth don't just suddenly grow back in after you lose the baby teeth.
So we all know from other possession type style movies that the bloating and the discoloration of the skin and all of that stuff is really an exaggeration of the demon itself that's inside the body, and how they're projecting onto the perception of the mind. That's the only answer that I can give, because that's something that's been written about several times in respect to movies and books and stuff like that, on why the person looks like the way they do. Even when you watch the actual what is it, The Exorcist and all of the Exorcist movies and stuff like that, and you see the over dramatization of the body, the vessel that the demon's in, of the children or adults or whatever, in the movies, it's as they say, the perception of what the demon wants you to see. That's the basic answer. Anybody else got anything else?
I just think they oversimplified with the demon leaving, like kind of like Judah said. Dude should have been toe up and like ready to pass out and into a coma from some of the harm he or the demon did to his natural body. So he should have been basically an empty husk at that point, considering he would go into instant shock after nibbling his skin off and splitting his lip and his the roof of his mouth, and the deep cuts in the other hand, and just it looked like he had already either broken his foot from before or something. Just a lot of stuff that if you all of a sudden wake up from, that's going to hit you like a ton of bricks.
Well, I mean, when respect to the body and stuff like that. I mean, the kid probably damaged several nerves in his arm when he started pulling muscle and skin by way of his teeth. His broken ankle is probably being masked by the pure exhaustion of having this thing in him for days, and just the pain itself is probably exhausting. And he probably can't feel his lip anymore. It's probably numb from gangrene. They're probably going to have to cut some of his jaw and put metal or something to replace it. So yeah, he gonna be in the hospital probably for a month or 24 months. Just recovering. Like, I just think it was the pure exhaustion, because you could tell by his voice that, you know, he could barely get attention of people coming towards him. But he was trying, though. He was making an effort. It's like, come get me, please.
Poor guy.
I know.
We'll see him in a part 2, because I can see it now. Now, you know, Ollie / what was the real kid's name? Desmond
Connor.
or something? Connor. Yeah,
Connor
Bird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Connor Bird and
Desmond.
I don't know. It was something different. I don't know. Anyway, it'll be him and Piper, you know, in the next, you know, home kind of thing, and you know, maybe the demon will follow him, or another demon will notice that he's been, you know, a shell and possess him at this other house, and then he'll wind up killing the you know, the foster family or something. I'm already writing the script for it, kind of thing.
I didn't hear any of that, because I'm still trying to figure out how you got Desmond.
I don't know. I just remember it was something along that spacing on that wanted poster or missing poster. So I just remember the last name was Bird.
Uh-huh. That was just weird. Anyway, so no IGN 7s again. So I mean, everything was below a 7. I mean, I wasn't that far off from other people, right?
No, but you're extra critical on non-original, you know, stuff. So
okay, look,
that's very true.
I liked House of the Devil. Okay, we'll take a House of the Devil as an example. I can immediately tell that it was the same story as Burnt Offerings. I just couldn't remember the name. Is the same story as Burnt Offerings. But the difference was there were slight changes to it. It wasn't a whole family. It was just the one girl. Some of the creepiness that was laid out was a little bit different from the original movie. It had the same ending, but I still liked it because of all of the different little subtle changes, and of course, who played in it, which the person that played in it was, I don't even think she's really been in anything major after, or anything like that. So she wasn't a well-known actress at the time. I don't know if she still is, but if she is or not, but it was just the subtle changes, and Ty West did a good job with that. But some movies just some directors and some writers just regurgitate the same thing over and over again, and just kind of piece together, well, yeah, if we put this in and put this in and put this in, and it doesn't translate well. I mean, it's creepy, it's disgusting, but the only good parts are the ones that are supposed to shock you. The rest of it just feels separated from it. And that's what I got with this one.
Yeah. All I know is Laura played a great part to make you hate her. And I really felt bad for Andy.
I felt bad for Andy. I felt bad for Ollie.
I also
feel bad.
hated Laura.
But I didn't hate Laura.
Okay.
I didn't really
That's
hate
fine.
her. I was indifferent.
That's
I
cool.
didn't care. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
I
she
mean,
gonna get it in the end. Like, but I
yeah, I
wasn't
mean,
for
if you're cool with her behavior, that's
I never
you
said I was cool
you do
with
you.
her behavior.
You do
It
you,
was
boo-boo.
just it was just kind of on par with, like, honestly, I don't think she really even did that much
No,
outside
not
of.
at all. You know, she didn't freaking urinate in a cup and dump it on his lap. She
Yeah, I
didn't
thought that was
make him
weird.
embarrassed right in front of his sister. She didn't apparently, as we
she-
discovered, do it previously to that too, to try and guilt him.
She could have
She
done
didn't
so
keep a
much more.
kid. She didn't
She
keep a
did.
kid after possession
Okay,
and
that
literally keep
right
it
there,
locked
that's
in a
bad.
room. She
Okay, that's
didn't
bad.
none of this. No, she's clearly an angel.
Yeah,
No, I'm not
you know,
saying
running over
Did you
people.
watch a different movie? Did you watch a different movie than me? Because I feel like, yeah, exactly, Philly.
saying
She
that.
ran the shit over two people. I
Okay,
am sorry.
look,
I'm sorry,
look,
but
that
any
was
world in which
necessary.
they're
That was
outstanding citizens,
okay.
like
Look. Okay.
IGN 7 originality, folks. Originality.
Look, she had to drive over them. Okay, she had to. It was a necessary part.
That doesn't make her a good person.
I never said she was good.
Fun fact. No, you did. You did.
I
You
said
said
she could have been
she's not a
worse.
bad person.
I
She
said
could have
she
sent
could
the
have been
little
worse.
goblin demon after them instead of running them over with the car. I mean, that would have been more hilarious, I think.
I said she could have been worse. That's all
Poison
I
maniac. Poison maniac. To be clear,
said.
I was trying to be reasonable. And I got a completely unreasonable answer. Little weird. I was just trying to be like somewhat neutral.
Mhm.
And then she was like, no, she should totally get the humanitarian award. Like, what the okay, sure.
Yeah, she's
Nope.
not bad. She's just doing like, what was that, Trolls 2, you know, blessing the food.
Yeah, she's not bad at all. You know, she didn't take orders or anything. We don't know anyone else that ever took orders that were bad people. So yeah, sure. Yeah, okay. Yep. Nope, she held that kid hostage and literally let him just wither away and rot while he was possessed, and that's cool. That's cool. Sure. Cut the hair off of a dead man and literally made his son try to lip kiss his dead dad sitting there in a freaking coffin. But you know, super cool lady. Super cool lady. All of the top quality that I look for.
What?
Yeah, you know, when I look for a babysitter, I look for someone who meets all of those boxes in the bingo board. Goodness, I don't drink enough.
Anyway, always saying things on my behalf that are not true. But anyways,
Mm.
all right. Presto is silent.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts, Presto?
He's agreeing with me.
Silently, telepathically.
Every way possible.
And what is this now? This is like Resident Evil Village's house is only a little unsanitary.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah. Only a little. You know. Oh, hey, there's
dead
maggots and
rats
stuff in the food, but who cares?
Oh.
It's fine. They were great Airbnb hostesses. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Wrapping it up. Went super long.
Even Presto's telling us to go. All right. Hey, where's Puppy?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Was
My
that
camera
Dick?
turned on. No, that was the scream.
Oh, okay.
Where's Puppy?
Saw something big and black, and I thought you were watching 28 years later.
Director's cut.
Director's uncut. You mean?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're gonna do outros because Presto is finished showing his little plush Scream doll. So
Yeah.
he went to how
Action
many?
figure.
Yeah, he said it's a plush. He admitted it was a plush. But that he went to several theaters to get.
Yeah.
It has 5 sayings. I don't know. I guess it's more than a plush because like the feet are plastic, so like it could stand and stuff. So it's badass. That's what it is.
What are the 5 sayings? Just out of curiosity.
Did you miss me? I got one question for you. What's your favorite scary movie? This is what you wanted, isn't it? And be careful what you wish for.
There's actually another one too. It's Fee's wrong about movies.
Huh. Shocking. You know how fast the batteries would wear out of that one?
I know, right? Everyone would constantly click through to get back to that one over and over again.
Make that a ringtone.
Oh, really?
I'd run my phone battery out. Shit.
Carpal tunnel.
Anyway, so Presto, you're up first since Poison put up your Instagram.
So yeah, once again, check out Scream 7 if you haven't. Let us know what you think. If you liked it, hated it, thought it was all right, want them to keep going or want them to stop making them. My nephew turns 1 tomorrow, so there'll be a birthday party for that. Monster Mania is next week, so
Nice.
that's gonna be interesting. I'll go meet like 1 or 2 people and bug out of there.
Are you starting for Friday?
Probably. As of now, yes. That could change, but yeah, Fridays are less crowded, so you kind of have a better chance to meet in the larger people on Fridays. Other than that, I don't really think much is happening. Just finally the snow's melting, the weather's getting today was nice. It was like 50 degrees. It felt very nice. Now that it's dark time, it's super cold again, but I'll take it. Snow almost melted, just got some piles left, so that's exciting to start seeing grass again. Hopefully that means we're done with snow for the year. We'll see, probably not. But yeah, thanks for joining us. Don't watch this movie if you're sensitive to stuff, but
Watch
yeah.
it if you're me.
Well, hopefully no one wants to be Fee, so so Fuzzy, you should go next this time.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, this was a awesome review, you guys. Always love doing this on Fridays. Not my favorite movie, but still a good one nonetheless. But check it out. I think it might be worth the watch if you have a strong stomach kind of thing. And if you get a chance and you're into video games, pick up, Resident Evil Requiem. I think it's well worth the purchase, especially the 2 types of characters you could play, either the one sneaking around or the one kind of kicking ass kind of deal. So you got 2 choices. But other than that, look forward to seeing everybody here next Friday, same time, same channel, same place. Have a great and safe holiday. Well, it's not a holiday, but have a happy and safe weekend, and see you guys next week. Silent, what are you going to be up to this week?
Oh man. Well, yeah, you can probably find me on some Arc Raiders. You will not catch me on Marathon because I've already had my fair share of that, and I do not need to spend $40 on that. So yeah, place Mark Raiders, don't play some Marathon, or hey, jump into the server slam while it's free, so you can make your own opinion. Besides that, you will probably catch me. Actually building. You won't catch me because I'll be building some Lego sets. My wife, as a birthday gift, ended up getting me it's like a knockoff Lego brand of the Breaking Bad RV. So I'm gonna be messing around with that, and then one of my buddies actually printed off this really kick-ass 3D print of one of the corridors in the original Alien ship, the Nostromo, and it's got the Xenomorph. And so I'm working right now on tweaking that real quick, so that way I can cut it out and I can put it into place in this little corridor. It's a cool little like display thing. So you probably won't catch me online too much. But yeah, if you see me online, feel free to add me on Xbox. Find me anywhere on social media as Silent Cypher. You'll always catch me kind of being just an ass goblin on Twitter and upsetting fanboys because it's fun. And then you'll catch me, of course, Friday next week on Breakfast with Boom, hanging out on Double Barrel Gaming, and I'll be right back here Friday evening.
All right. So, one more thing. Seriously, I've never seen any Alien movies. Okay, well, we're gonna have to do an Alien.
Oh,
You gotta
we're
fix
gonna
that.
have to force people to watch Alien movies.
Okay.
We'll
We
pick
should
an
do.
Alien.
We should do. What was that? It was Dark Skies, I think.
Oh, you like Dark Skies?
That was a good one.
Yeah, that was a good one.
I feel like not near enough people know about that one too.
Yeah, let's see where it's streaming real quick. Dark Skies movie streaming. So just watch. Let's see. So Dark Skies is free
Prime
with
Video.
ads. Yeah,
Prime Video right
yeah,
now.
and Fandango. So it's free on Prime and free on Fandango. If you have them, I know Fandango is free to everybody. They don't have as many free movies, but they are free. You can always see if it's on Tubi because Tubi doesn't always the streaming server those that are trying to show where movies are streaming don't always check on Tubi. So sometimes you find it on Tubi even though people say it's not. So which alien movie which other alien movie do we want to
Oh, dude.
I think Prometheus. I can't remember if it's 1 or 2 or where that falls.
We'll check which
One of the Prometheus movies, and then I think Romulus is pretty good.
Yeah.
But obviously Aliens 1 and 2 are up there as well.
Yeah.
Or Alien and Aliens. Those are the classics, I guess.
Yeah, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about which one. And everything. But Dark Skies. Why don't we do that next week? And then we'll see. Yeah. So anyway, I gotta get Foamy. He's been walking on me this whole entire
Just FYI, Dark Skies is not on Tubi right now, so it looks like the main point. Yeah, so the main access point for Tubi or for Dark Skies right now is Prime Video streaming
and Fandango. Because Fandango is free to download and it's on there free with ads. So
yeah, and their ads aren't usually as bad as some.
Yeah, that's true. So that's it. I mean, I'm doing what Fuzzy's doing besides video games.
That's sad.
Tries.
That's sad.
He tries. He does try. But yeah. So yeah, we're gonna do Dark Skies next week, and we're definitely gonna do Ready or Not on the 20th. We just gotta figure out the 13th because Cypher's not gonna be here on the 13th, so that means we're gonna check in with Presto and everything before we announce that date.
I think we could probably do one of the Friday the 13th, since we've missed some Friday the 13th in the past, to do a actual Friday the 13th movie, so we can.
I don't know. I think we should pick something else for Friday the 13th.
Watch one of the bad Friday the 13th, so that way I can come on and enjoy one of the good ones. Not selfish at all. Not selfish at all.
I think we should try something a little bit more unusual on Friday the 13th. Okay. Definitely should be a slasher. Definitely should be a slasher, but something somebody wants us to do Jason X. I don't know if I can do that one over again.
The new My Bloody Valentine isn't too bad. That's never a bad one to go to. I mean, granted, we just passed Valentine's Day, but
yeah,
possibly. I'll look and give you guys a list. All right. So, but that's it. Presto had to go. Ghosts of Mars one day. All right. So yeah, put him in the comments of this video. And everything on what you guys want to see us do a review on, if it's your favorite movie, or if you're not so favorite movie, you absolutely hate it, to see what our review would be in line with yours or not. But we're gonna say goodbye. Good night.
See ya. Have a good weekend.